All right, happy Tuesday, everyone. It is storm o'clock here. We're tracking showers and storms. Ooh, that's me. I can hear myself. But good afternoon. Hope it's been a good one for you. Drinking some water and minding my business in the radar. This afternoon here. I'm Meteorologist Autumn Robertson. If you have any questions, please let me know. We're going to go all around the world here, or at least all around the Tampa world here, with show you what's going on the radar. It's that time of day where we're seeing showers and storms pop up. No surprises here. That was in the forecast. Once again, not everyone is going to see rain today, unfortunately. I know a lot of people really want it, or they're craving the rain, or they just want to hear a nice little storm, a good little shower. Because it's relaxing when you're inside, but not everyone is going to get rain, unfortunately. But the areas that will make it a solid downpour today. We're seeing some on the map already this afternoon. So please let me know where you're watching from. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me pretty clearly. A little earlier, this was kind of lower, so hopefully my sound is coming through pretty well at this point. And yeah, comment. I see no comments here as of yet. Oh, there's one from Pat. Yeah, actually, I'm looking at this storm in Lake Conto, and really? Is that what we're doing right now? There we go. Looking at this storm in Citrus County, and that's a nice little storm there. It's small, but it is doing what it needs to do. Actually, let me scroll out. This is happening here where it's every time I zoom in, there we go. There we go. The rain goes away on the radar, but now we have it. So there's that storm in Citrus County. It's in central Citrus, just there. Very isolated storms as you get well north of I-4. But we're going to see a little more rain as we get into the rest of the night, mainly early evening, later on this evening, through the nighttime. We will see less rain, of course, but we still have a nice little window here, at least from now till about 8 o'clock. We'll still see storms on the radar. Hey, D in Dover. How's it going? Kathleen is in Tampa. Violet said, dang, nothing in Hudson yet. Give it some time. You may get some rain soon. Sandy is in Pinellas. It's hot and it's dry. It sure is, especially now that there's not any rain in Pinellas. Let me actually scroll through and see if there's some pop-up showers. Probably not as of yet. I'm going to zoom out here. Yeah, it's still dry. Making for a really nice beach afternoon, huh? So nothing really, I'm not sure if this is rain or just some returned from the radar. There might have been a nice light downpour just to the west of 275, Kenneth City area. But yeah, a lot of us are still pretty dry, but we are starting to see the radar become a bit more active here as we get into the afternoon. Check out areas south. There's a lot of radars turned on, I'm noticing. That's why we're getting so much feedback, I think. Only displayed the nearest site. Thank you. And new show element. All right. So as you get into like Lee County, look at that. That is a downpour. A lot of lightning too in the Lee Acres area. Not here though. We're not seeing anything that robust as of yet. In DeSoto, there is a nice downpour, mainly in some rural areas. This is not a hugely populated area in this part of DeSoto County, but just south of Arcadia, south of I-70, not I-70, Highway 70, south of Joshua. That's a nice downpour. That's going to be useful, and those areas as of last Thursday is still in a moderate drought. I would assume as we get into this week there will be some big changes with that drought monitor, with just these isolated heavy downpours that we've gotten over the last few days. Joseph, hey afternoon. Hey afternoon. Afternoon, miss. It's okay in Riverview as of now. Yeah, not too much going on in Hillsborough County at this point. Still pretty dry. Jeff, from Dunlap. What's up, Jeff from Dunlap, Tennessee? 87 degrees, 51% humidity. Must be nice. Yeah, it's, that's pretty much what we have on the radar at this point. There's just not that much, but as we get throughout the next several hours here, we will start to see a bit of an uptick, a slight uptick in rain as we get into around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So maybe you're going to be leaving work or heading anywhere you need to go over the next couple of hours. Just keep in mind that you may run into a downpour, or you may not. So we have a 40% chance for rain today. That's not widespread at all. That's kind of between that isolated to scattered range. So hit or miss still in the nature of our showers for today. Now let's get on here with our Futurecast. There we go. That's what we like to see. So this is what we're going to be expecting over the next couple of hours here. And you can see, this is why we say our Futurecast, you got to take it with a grain of salt. Because this is what it's showing at 4, right? This is right now. This is what our model is showing. Is that happening? No. It could, though. Give it about an hour or two. Sometimes these models, they speed it up a little bit. They slow it down. But it's just really showing you the flavor of the atmosphere, what we can expect as we get into the next few days. That's all that models really are. We don't take them seriously, but whatever shows up here on the map sometimes does not happen, especially at that right time or the place. So this is 4 o'clock. It's showing way more scattered activity, and we're just not seeing that right now. Give it a couple of hours. We may see a little more rain moving into the Tampa Bay area, but for now it's still pretty dry. Getting into, this is 5 o'clock, 5:30. You can see still a few showers around the immediate Tampa Bay area. That's possible. So we're going to be traveling up and down I-75, even east or west along I-4. Just keep in mind that there could be a shower that may impact your commute. Vicky from Citrus County, hello here. And Steph, hey, thanks for joining me again. Oh, got cut earlier. Uh-oh. But this is the situation as we get into the rest of the afternoon. Isolated to scattered rain. And what we're seeing on our model is not currently being reflected on the radar, with a lot of the showers still to the south of us. They'll continue to inch up a little bit as we get throughout the next several hours here. But look at that. Overnight, well, we're done. So around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, don't expect much rain to still be out there. And we'll stay nice and quiet through your morning. This is 7 o'clock, looking good. Taking the kids out to the bus stop or taking yourself to work, going for that run, it should be nice. A little bit on the humid side, a bit sticky as you step outside the door, but no rain, hallelujah. And then getting into the rest of the day, looking good. About a small chance for rain, mainly in our interior counties. Yeah, going into our interior counties, looking at a message here. As we get into the rest of the afternoon, so very similar setup with those sea breezes meeting, and then we can get storms to fire up along that, some convection there as we get into the afternoon again. And some of those showers could bounce back to the coast as we get into the evening, but I'm thinking rain chances on Wednesday are going to be a little lower than what we're seeing today. So still isolated in the sense that you may get some rain tomorrow, you may not, but I think our interior counties has the best shot of getting a heavy downpour as you get into Wednesday. And by Thursday, rain chances aren't looking that great at all. Very slim. This is 6 o'clock on Thursday. What we're seeing today looks like will not occur as we get into Thursday afternoon and evening. So a better day overall to get out to the beach by the end of the week, but we are tracking more rain as we get into the weekend with the front moving through. One of those spring-like fronts. It's not going to bring a dip in temperatures at all, but it could bring some drier air later on the back end of the front. As we get into the weekend, though, as that front slowly inches here, some more moisture can pool ahead of that, and that could lead to more showers and storms. Of course, the energy with that frontal system could help to support storms later on this weekend, mainly on Saturday. Sunday's looking a lot drier. Actually, I'm going to get to this map here, so I can show you what we're talking about. Violet, you are so welcome for the updates. You have a great day too, or great afternoon, since we're heading into evening territory. But I like to show this map. It's a great visual of how the atmosphere is kind of going to behave in the sense of precipitable water over the next couple of days. So when we see these reds and oranges, that kind of indicates, when it doesn't kind of indicates, that does indicate much drier air overhead. The greens and the yellows, that's a lot more moisture air moving in here. We usually see a lot of those greens and yellows throughout the summertime. We have more tropical moisture pumping in, and we don't really get a break with that. We may get some dry slots in here, but we don't really see these deeper reds as we get into June, July, August, even September. We see more of that during the winter, more of that during the spring. So keep our eye on those reds there. That's going to tell the story as we get into next week. Zooming ahead here, you see these greens and yellows. That's a bit more moisture in the atmosphere. It's not incredibly deep moisture, but still, that's moisture for these storms to work with. As we get into the next few days, also pretty humid, more moisture in the atmosphere, more surface moisture at the surface. That creates a more sticky environment for us in the air. So I'm not really seeing much of a change in humidity as we get into the next few days. However, getting into this weekend, those greens stick around through Thursday and Friday, but you can see that gradient change there where those oranges and those yellows meet. That's what we're going to be expecting after the front moves through, and it's a slow moving front, so it takes a little while to get through the state. But you can see as we zoom through Saturday and then Sunday, boom, look at that to the north. That's drier air that's going to be moving in here and setting up shop as we get into next week. So we could expect a few showers and storms. You see those more. I'm going to kind of zoom it back here, do a rewind, reverse. So this is Saturday. You can see those pockets of greens, yellows. That's going to be showers moving in ahead of the front. Behind that, drier air sets up. And then by late Sunday into Monday, that's going to be the name of the game. It's going to feel a little better outside. The temperatures aren't going to take much of a dip at all. So we're not seeing 60s and 70s and stuff like that. It's not happening. It's not the type of front. But the dew points will be a little bit lower because we have a little more moisture in the atmosphere to work with. And we'll see way less rain chances. It looks like it's going to be a pretty nice day. Sunny on Monday. Still nice and warm. Not as humid, though, with dew points potentially dropping back to the 50s. Actually, here's a dew point monitor, our outlook. We love a dew point roller coaster. That's what we like to see. Monday and Tuesday, look at that dip. Ooh, lower 60s, upper 50s. That's a very, very comfortable air that we have to look forward to. So by next week, looking good. Temperatures aren't going to change much, but it's lower 60s and 50s compared to mid 60s. We're in that uncomfortable range. Yeah, that's pretty pleasant. So we will get some more pleasant weather on the way later on this week, but check out the temperatures getting into next week. It's not really going to change much at all. Look at that. Upper 80s, low 90s as we head into next week. Mother's Day. Shout out to the moms. If you're a mom here, let me know. Whoop, whoop. Your day doesn't look bad. So we have that front moving through. It could be a little windy as we get into Saturday, but by Sunday, still breezy, but drier. I think most of the rain that we will see will be earlier on in the day. If we do see any rain at all, most of us won't get any rain on Sunday, but there's still a 20% chance in there for afternoon, for morning, late morning showers and storms, mainly showers. But then by the afternoon and through the evening, we should be pretty good. So if you're going to be planning a brunch, lunch, dinner for your mama, you want to be outside, you can wear your Mother's Day's finest and not really have to worry about the rain significantly impacting your fashions. So your Sunday looks good, just still nice and toasty. Maybe head out to the beach and catch a beach sunset. It should be one of those nice beach days, still breezy at the coast, but a nice day to head out with your family if you really want to do that. And then heading into next week, Mondays usually are not the best days. A lot of people don't like Mondays, but at least the weather will be nice. Mostly sunny skies with afternoon highs in the low 90s. Hi, Ronald from Spring Hill. When can we expect a little rain? I'm going to go back to this model here, even though it hasn't really been working with me. But just giving you a window for you, Ronald. And also for Larry in Auburndale, Florida, asking, do you know if it's going to rain here? The thing about pop-up storms is just that, they pop up. So it's really hard to forecast exactly when and where pop-up storms will form. It's kind of like you have a pot of boiling water, and you see the bubbles there, but you can't really predict where those pockets of air, those bubbles, and the water is going to form throughout the day. So when we have a setup like this, when we have enough moisture, we have enough instability, that daytime heating gets those storms to fire up. It's kind of hard to forecast where they're going to fire up, mainly along the sea breeze. But sometimes the way the sea breeze sets up, it could be a little tilted like this or tilted like that. It's very hard to determine where exactly the rain is going to fall. We have a good indicator of the area where it's going to fall, which our models try to pick up on. You can see here 4 o'clock, but that's the thing, they try. So even this, what you're seeing right now, 4:15, that is not happening. But Spring Hill, Auburndale, those areas still have a good shot of getting some rain, at least into 8 o'clock. Once again, very hit or miss, but a shower is possible as you get into the afternoon and evening. So Polk County, you can see these showers pushing in around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. A heavy downpour as well as possible in Polk. So some good rain for your lawns. Possibly a little bit of hail, small hail too, possible, with a few of these storms moving through. The Spring Hill, you can see these showers try to make their way up the coast, but yeah, it's not really looking like much. I'm actually going to go back to the radar here so we can see what's going on. So yeah, most of our shower activity is still to the south. Most of the rain that we're starting to see one little shower fire up here on the border of Manatee and Hillsborough County, where a lot of the times that's where the sea breeze meets, and that's where we get storms firing up in the afternoon in this very isolated part of the border there. But this is looking like possibly we can get some showers trying to fire up in interior Hillsborough County within the next hour or so. So there's a possibility there. We still have some time. So we just have to keep an eye on the radar and keep looking at where these storms are going to pop up. I like to follow the breeze, the sea breeze, as that west coast sea breeze continues to push in, collides with more boundaries. We can get those storms to form. And that's what we're going to be seeing today. It's just very hard to really nail down where exactly they're going to form. Every day it's very hard to nail that down, especially with a 40% chance. That's still pretty scattered. Now, if we get to that 80 to 90% chance range, that's a good indicator that almost everywhere we'll see rain. We have high confidence it's going to rain, and also way more coverage. The coverage area is wider when we get up to that number. But for today, we just don't have that number. So very hit or miss, very, very hit or miss. Yeah, that storm near Arcadia is just blossoming. I cannot speak today. Look at that. Oof. All right. I'm going to go to my page, see if anybody's talking to me over there. Nope. All right. I had to check both pages. I realized that when I go live, there's 2 different comment sections. I got to go on my page and then here on Facebook. But yeah, Spring Hill is very quiet right now, but if you really want some rain, who was saying that? Really want some rain? Ronald, you have to hold on tight. Looks like there could be a storm trying to form just to the south of the Citrus County one, which that has, there we go. Let's go back to that. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, might be a little bit of hail with that one too. Sugar Mill Woods, just along Highway 589. Clearly my vision is terrible. I could not see that. But a few more showers can fire up along that road, which goes all the way down to Spring Hill. So there is a chance that you can get at least a little bit of rain over there, even near Weeki Wachee, potentially, as those showers fire up and continue to head south or spread south. That one particular cell. Larry says, do you have the weather forecast for this weekend? I sure do. Let's go back to the 7-day. Usually we have a weekend outlook, but we have not set that one up yet. But here's your weekend. So, Saturday and Sunday, what we have in store for the weekend that may kind of give it two sides of the coin here. Saturday, we have that front moving in. Ahead of the front, moisture can pool up, and we can get a few showers. It can also be a bit windier. I'm talking winds 15 to 20 miles per hour coming out of the northeast eventually, gust 20 to 30 miles per hour, so definitely not the best beach day, not the best boating day either. But your Saturday, about a 50% chance for rain. Once again, not everybody's going to get rain, but we have sufficient moisture, sufficient instability with that frontal passage moving through that could lead to a few showers and storms. By Sunday, Mother's Day, we start to clear out, and we can get a few lingering showers. I'm thinking mainly in the morning, but then by the afternoon, we look to be pretty good at this point. Still quite breezy and still warm. Temperatures aren't really going to dip too much as we head into Sunday or this weekend at all, even with the front moving through. We're getting into that time of year where these fronts are not bringing us any cooler air, but it could bring us some drier air, and that's ahead by Monday. So late Sunday looks actually pretty good. The humidity will be kind of on a decrease, slowly but surely, but then we should see a bit more sun. Should make for a pretty good afternoon, evening, beach day, beach sunset as well, as we get into the later portion of our day on Sunday. So, Larry, that's your weekend. Not terrible at all. And just keep your eye out on the radar on Saturday as those showers continue to push through. And Ronald, you are always welcome. Today, I figured out how to drive the radar from our streaming center. And now I feel like I can get really in-depth with you guys. Before I couldn't because our weather computers are so far away. But now we can do all of it from here, which is awesome. So I am going to hang on here for a little bit more. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask them. Because, yeah, there's not a lot going on right now, but I know a lot of people are going to be leaving work pretty soon or heading out to do whatever they need to do for your afternoon or for your evening. And I want to let you know what's going on. We still have a few scattered showers here that could impact your commute. Nationally, at least we're not Chicago, the Great Lakes. Look at that mess. The low pressure system is pushing across the continental U.S. is pushing to the east, so that's bringing a good bit of rain. And if we were any cooler, that rain would be snow. So at least it's not snow, but it's still kind of wet, damp, and cool-ish up there. In the warmer sector, we have a cold front moving through. Last night, the same system brought severe weather to Oklahoma. Tornado warnings, I think a couple of confirmed tornadoes. I was watching some of the coverage unfold yesterday. And hail. Big old hail. Very spring-like situation across the United States. But for us, yeah, we're kind of in that dome of high pressure still. We see this area of high pressure, that clockwise circulation over Bermuda. High pressure likes to park itself out there over the summer. That helps to really helps to control our weather. Over the summertime, we have high pressure parked out way to the east of us that is driving in that flow from the east, sometimes southeast. That southeasterly flow is tapping in to that warmth of the tropics, that moisture air of the tropics, and that's why those temperatures tend to increase. The humidity starts to increase as well because that's our setup, and it stays like that for a long period of time. As the area of high pressure moves, we get different flows and whatnot. So, but that's pretty much our setup. We don't really get those big, stronger fronts moving in here this time of year, or especially during the summertime. They pretty much stay parked well to the north of the state. So we continue to be nice and warm and muggy. And we're seeing that today. You know, humidity could be worse. It has been worse, but it's still pretty humid outside. Very noticeably humid. All right, friends, I'm going to wrap it up here. Let's get back to next rad. So if you have any plans over the next couple of hours, just keep your eye on the radar if you're going to be heading out. That you could run into a storm, a shower. Don't say we didn't warn you, because we did. And there's a good bit of lightning with some of these storms as well. That's not unusual. Of course, it's Florida. We're known for lightning. So just be safe. You're going to be heading out. Of course, lightning can strike miles ahead of a particular storm. So we've had enough lightning injuries so far this year. We want to make sure you guys are safe. So if you're going to be heading out outdoors to the park or to the beach, keep in mind that we still have storms on the radar. And that's it for me. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. Be safe, be kind, be well. And I will chat with you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Bye.